What is up, guys? It is Pro7 here, guys. You guys been asking me about this sound tutorial, so I'm gonna get this over with so I don't have to worry about it. So first thing is, you want to open up Wraith, because this is what we're gonna use to export sounds, since it's probably the easiest way, to be honest. So there's a couple options here. So for Black Ops 1 and to get things out of .ff files or IWD, I don't know how to get sounds out of IWD since they can actually be stored in there, so I don't know how to do that. But for Black Ops 1, you can actually download Tom's BO sound tool, and you can open this up and literally go to your Steam, wherever Steam is, and you install Black Ops 1, go to Zone, go to Common, and say you want to do zombie_moon. You drag in the .ff in here, and it's going to start loading the FF, searching, and then all the sounds are basically all here for you. And at the bottom here, this is where it exports all of your sounds, which it shows here, sound, and you kind of go through it here of, you know, the weapon. So again, this is where I got the reloading sounds for the what's it called it? God, I'm trying to think the scavenger from Call of the Dead. So that's how I got the sounds. You just drag it into there and you're done. Next thing is, since you have Wraith here, go to where you installed Black Ops 2 or whatever thing. At least for Black Ops 2, it's kind of easier. It's the same thing for Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare, I'm pretty sure. Let me actually just check quickly here. Infinite Warfare main, it's not in there. Yeah, so you'll go in English and you want to drag these SABs files. That's what you're really looking for. That's what has the sounds in the files. It's the SABs, I guess you call them. Same thing. So again, if you're looking for Black Ops 2, whatever, same thing. You go to sound this time, and then there's your SABs. So, you know, you're gonna mostly find the sounds in the common_root.all SABL. So slabl, I don't know. You drag that into Wraith. Nope, you gotta make sure you have the right game selected, obviously. Drag it into there, and then just type in here fly, and you'll see here, you can see, like, here's the Galil, Futs, mag in, mag out. There's the bolt back thing, bolt release, you know, Futs, tap, button, charge, all these sounds and stuff like that. You obviously kind of have to play the game with the gun just to know what sounds are what. But again, you'll know that, and you can type in also fire to get the fire sounds as well. Like the _PLR, which is for players, so people around you, like the other players, and then obviously the fire, I guess life you want to call it, is I guess your sound, which is you playing. So that's how you get sounds out of the game, and I'll show you guys how to actually convert the sounds so that you can work in Black Ops 3 now. We actually have the sound that we want, so we are going to be doing the AK-74U, and I'm actually going to rename these to the sound files. So I usually go by AK-74U, or like the gun name, and then _fire, if that's what the fire is. This one here I'm gonna have to listen to and just make sure I know what it is. So let's actually listen to this if it pops up anytime soon. So I'm gonna actually close Wraith here. Okay, so that sounds like the bolt back. If not, could be this one. Sounds like the Futs kinda, or something. Not really sure what that one is, but so this one here I usually call mag_out wave, I guess we'll just call it that. I'm gonna rename these all just to make this process a little bit quicker. In, I like to get rid of that first part of it because there's just no point in it. Okay, let's name it that, and I'm gonna name this to chamber, I guess, just a short form instead of reload chamber. So say these are sound files. Usually you're looking for fire, mag in, mag out, the Futs if it has it, a charge, or bolt back, or bolt forward. That's usually the sounds you're looking for. There's the names there. So now what you wanted to go to is your Black Ops 3 directory, which we're gonna go now. Go to sound assets and go to I usually make a folder called weapons. You can make a separate folder like this person did, since I got this from someone else. You could do that too, but for me, I just made a folder called weapons, and then I have all my weapons in here. So we're gonna make a new folder here, and I'm gonna call this AK-74U, obviously. Duh. You open that up, basically just drag and drop it into here, and you're good to go for a second. So next thing is you probably want to download Audacity. Open this up, Audacity, whatever you want to call this program. It's amazing. And basically you just want to drag and drop each sound in here. So the bottom here where it says project rate, you want to change this to 4800, 48,000, whatever. Go to file, export audio, and you want to make sure this is Wave Microsoft Sign 16-bit. At least this is what works for me. I think people said you used other uncompressed files and then they changed this to I think unsigned, but I mean for me it works with 16-bit, signed 16-bit, and you just want to basically make sure this is going to the right folder, obviously. So let's go here and just save over it. And I'm going to speed this process up, so I'll be back in just a second. You want to do this for every single sound file you have for your gun. Okay guys, so we're back. So I did the files there. So again, go back to Black Ops 3 root directory, which I'm already here actually. And you want to go to, let's go to share. So go to share, RAR, go to sound alias. What you can do is actually make another CSV called ZM or MP underscore whatever your mod is called. So for me, my mod is called, or my map, I guess, is just the test map to test out the weapons, is called ZM underscore weapons. I'm gonna put it into this. Technically you could put in your user alias, but when Treyarch does a new patch and stuff, it's gonna remove everything that's in here, so I recommend just not doing that. So for a template, you can use my template. I'll leave like maybe the first part in this the weapon thing, and you just change it to your thing, I guess. Okay guys, so I'll leave that in the description if you guys need it. So now that I'm in my weapons alias here, I'm just gonna copy the fire. Oh, that didn't like the copy. Let's do this again. Evo fire. Copy that, and then go to this very last one here. Click enter. Okay, so now we're gonna name this whatever we want the note tracks, I guess, to be, which you can set up in a second. I'll kind of show you guys in a second how to do that. So we just name it AK-74U fire. Basically I just name it the same name as what I named the actual sound file, I guess. So whatever this is, that's really what I name it. So now we just kind of go by the directory. So I put it in the weapons folder, so this would be whatever weapon or whatever folder you put it in, and then the name of the folder. Again, if you do that, you can literally just have, you know, AK-74U here, and then, you know, there's your weapon sound, I guess. So for me it's weapons AK-74U, and then again I name it the same thing as what I had it before. So it's just gonna be AK-74U fire, and all I do here is I literally just copy this and paste this another 5 or 4 times, I guess. And now I'm gonna look back at what I actually named these, so I actually know. So the next one is not fire, it's called chamber. It doesn't matter what order also you put these in. These can be in whatever order you guys want, technically. So once we have it in there, we can close this. We're done with this. Close this too, I guess. And now we're gonna go back to our Black Ops 3 root directory. Now we're gonna go to our user map, whatever map you're doing your stuff on. So mine is ZM underscore boss. We're gonna click on that, go to sound, and then go to sound config, and then your C or your SZC. I keep getting that wrong all the time. Open that up in Notepad, and basically what we're gonna do, some people what they like to do is they actually have it like this, how I had it before. One second here. What people usually do is they actually, like I said, since I was doing a drag and drop weapon, I made another CSV just so people wouldn't have to make it themselves. So I'll probably put this one as like a template for you guys. Anyways, that's really it. So what they do is they make a CSV, and that's what they're gonna put in here. So say if you didn't have all of your weapons in one file like I have here, since this is from my map, this is all the sounds for every gun I have in my map, for all the weapons I had. Instead of doing that, you know, people do individual ones. So say the paralyzer would have its own CSV, and then ray gun would have its own. It's just like, you know, I don't want too many files, so I just put it all in one. That's just, you know, that. So again, for the template, I'm probably gonna do this again in the description down below. I'm gonna copy this part here. So say if you were doing, since you had a separate CSV, all I do is copy that, go to where this closed bracket is, pretty sure closed bracket, and then comma, just click enter. And this is if you had another CSV. So say we're doing the Deagle, whatever, we would click on paste, we click enter and then paste. For type, you leave alias. The name would be whatever the name of the CSV is. So for instance, if we were doing an example here, this would be Deagle, and then this would be Deagle as well, since that's the same name as what the thing is. And you just save that, and that would work perfectly fine. But since I don't have to do this step, since like I said, I have it all in one CSV, all I have to do is once, just don't do anything. I don't really need to touch it because it's going to the zm_weapons.csv. So we can close out of that. I just wanted to explain that because some people might say like, oh, why is my weapon not working, or something like that. It's probably because of that. So since we're doing AK-74U, you want to open up the conversion rig and open that up with Maya 2016. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna import an animation. Go to where it's located. As you see here, he just took out the mag, so you don't want that. So what we're gonna do here is, before he pulls out the mag here, so it's like he has his hands on the mag and the mag comes out right there. So frame 20 would be, well, at least to my knowledge, at least could be even frame 19, to be honest. So it'd probably be frame 19 you want to have, that he pulls out the mag. It's like usually, no, I think it'd be frame 19. So you're gonna actually go back here, go write that down again, because I think I actually put something else. I think I put frame 20, which I don't think is right. Yeah, I didn't put that, so we'll put frame 19 for now. Okay, let's go back to this. So you do that, let me go back in this kind of view here. You go like that, and then once he's about to put the mag in, obviously, so it'd be right around here. So frame, you could do frame 52. So what did I write? I did write 52. So you kind of have to look before it happens, before it's in. Right now it's kind of in, but it's not. So I'd play the sound now, and then the next frame would already happen as that sound goes on, I guess. So that'd be that, and then that's it. It doesn't have a bolt back. So now, again, we do the same thing. Open up the oops, up here. Now we do the reload empty sound, and we do the same thing. So again, frame 19 is where he's about to pull out the mag. See, this is why reload empty was different. So this one here is actually frame 20. Yeah, around there would be better. I guess you could do frame 19 still. We'll test it. We'll just do frame 19 here, whatever. Again, he pulls out the mag, puts the mag in around frame 53, frame 54 kind of thing, somewhere around here, you know. Then when he pulls back that thing, so this is what I was talking about here. So obviously his hand's not even close to that, but that's, again, this is just, you know, demonstration, and this needs fixing, obviously. But so he has, see how the thing just went back? You want to go to that next frame before that happens. So frame 77, which I wrote down here already, is going to be the frame when that sound plays. We're going to open up your GDT, or wherever your weapon is. So I just made a separate GDT for this, and you want to go to the animations. Again, this is the way I do it, at least, like the whole sound stuff. And see how I have a first raise here? This is basically just the inspect element. I just put and just called it that. But anyways, so you want to go to, if you have first raise, the way you would do it is the same way you do reloading, which I'm going to show you now. So actually, I'll just show you here. So first raise, so the way you would do this is you would go to this action thing here, go down to sound, and again, the same, type in the same sound effect that you had for this, okay? Like for instance, like say this is AK-74U, you know, bolt back. So this would be your first raise. It's basically whatever you named it in the sound, not in here, but like your actual, I guess wherever you dragged and dropped this in your sound assets, basically this is the same thing. So this would be your bolt back kind of thing. At least for me it is. It's, you type that here, that's it. You just save it and you're done. But since I don't have a first raise, we're gonna get rid of that. So we're gonna actually have to do fire for this one. Actually, we don't have to do fire because you do that in the weapon file, which I'll show you guys. So AK-74U reload. So if we kind of refer back to my little text document here that I wrote down myself, we're gonna go down to sound again, and we're gonna go to frame 19, and it comes out, and we just type in AK-74U underscore meg underscore out. Save that, and then note 2 is going to be sound again, and you're going to change this to frame 52 is what we have it at, and we're going to do AK-74U underscore meg underscore in, and then go to, actually we're done on that, so you're done on the reload one. Now you go to reload empty. You do basically the same thing here, which I'm going to speed up right now. Now you go down to your actual weapon file, which is right here. Okay, and you want to click on the filter here up top right, and type in sound, and you're going to change this thing here where it says fire and then fire player. So fire player is basically the sound people will hear, like the other players basically, which again you can put the same sound for now until you have the actual player, the underscore PLR. Once you have that sound, then you can actually do the same thing and just pop that in here and put underscore PLR, whatever you named it again for the player thing. But since we have it the same sound, we're gonna just type in AK-74U underscore fire, and we're gonna copy that for up here for fire and player. So we're gonna save that, exit out of this, and select our map, click link, and then click build. So I'll be back in just a second, guys. So now if we pick up our gun, I'm gonna turn up the sound a little bit here so you can hear. Okay, so that's the reload sound. I'm gonna turn this up just a little bit more so you guys can hear. And that's the whole gun sound, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, guys. That's the whole sound tutorial. If you guys need any help or anything, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.